everyone, welcome back to Saber Outdoors. My name, of course, is Mark Alexander, your wonderful host. And today we're going fishing, but we're not going to be using a bait caster. We're not going to be using a spinning rod or an ultralight. Today we're going to be using this. So, guys, there is a kind of fishing that I have practiced how to throw. You know, I've made them up and I've used them just for fun, just to fool around. But it's called can fishing. Now, usually, you would make this kind of rig out of a pop can. You would tie your line to the tab and then wrap it around, whichever way feels comfortable to you. But guys, we're gonna do that up, but we're gonna use a bottle instead. Now, the reasoning for that is, look at the difference in height. And also, too, this is longer, but it has this nice dip in it, so that if I want, I can wrap my line there and it'll be relatively uniform. But also, too, if I tied to that spot, it would be more likely that my line wouldn't go whoop and fly off. But we're going to do something else with our bottle to keep our line on it. So just give me a moment and I'll show you what I mean. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the top off. And we don't need this right now. What I do need is this white ring. So I'm going to take me a pocket knife, and I'm not going to cut it off. I'm going to work that ring off real careful, like, make sure I don't cut myself. If I do this, will become a different sort of video. All right, cool. Got it over the hump. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this ring off. And guys, we're not searching out for giants. We're just going to be using just regular 8-pound mono. And what I'm going to do with that 8-pound mono, I'm going to take and find the end, which thankfully I usually put this little tab back on there to hold that end down. But what I'm going to do, I am going to tie onto this with my line. Now, people might ask, what kind of knot do you use? I use just regular clinch knot. So I'm just going to go round and round. I'm going to go through that, through the hole eventually, and then back through the hole that comes in. It's an improved clinch knot. You see it on the back of practically every bait you buy, if they give any kind of information as such. But we're just going to tie it onto our ring. So you can see we're tied on. Now, you might be asking, well, what are you going to do with that? Well, hush and listen. So we're going to take our bottle, and what we're going to do is put that ring inside the bottle. And then we're going to take our cap, and we're going to put our cap on. So now our line is secure, and that ring, even if this gets really stretched out, shouldn't allow this bottle to come loose from this line unless we get some kind of hilariously huge fish, which I don't expect. But now what we're going to do, I'm going to put my finger on this line right here, and I'm going to put my line sitting on the ground, and we're going to wrap around this bottle for a while. Now, one thing to remember, whenever you're getting started, make sure that when you make that first wrap, that it goes over the line so that it actually stays. And I always wrap like this. It's just the way I feel comfortable. but wrap around, oh, I don't know, 40, 50 feet. I'm just basically, I'm not doing any kind of thinking on this. I'm just wrapping until I feel like it's enough. But you can see, you can reel pretty good, but you can also see where that bottle design really makes this so much easier. So we're just gonna keep wrapping our line up. Until we get satisfied. I think that's enough. So we're gonna put us a rig on this and I'll show you how to cast it. All right, guys, so we are here on site, on location. We've got our rig here. All I have is just a bobber, a hook. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. So I'm gonna show you the 3 different ways that you can throw a rig like this. So, the first way, you get you some line out, grab it up, and you just throw it, like you would with baseball. Now, this is a little bit not the safest way, because as you're letting go, you might accidentally get the hook in your hand, so I do not suggest this. But let's get it reeled back up, and I'll show you way 2 that we do this. Now, way 2, I don't really know what we would call this as far as a name, but we get us a little bit of line out. And what we do, we spin it like this and throw it like that. Now, way number 3 is the way that I prefer to throw it. So you grab your line up and you put your thumb, let me get it over here where you can see. Put your thumb, I'm at such an odd angle. Put your thumb on your line like this here. And we're gonna basically use this like a spinning rod. We're gonna use kind of a, just like you were underarming a ball to a child. You know, you just, and I'm out of practice, but I still made it further than I did with either of the other 2, and it's the safest. It's the safest way, but guys, let's quit casting onto the ground and see if we can cast into the water and catch us some fish. See you in a minute. One quick addition. You don't have to use your thumb if you don't want to. You can also just use your finger, and you can just throw it the same way. Get the same result. I thought I would just quickly like add that quick piece in there. Now we're going fishing. All right, guys, we're here. We've got our worm and bobber and rig. You can see over yonder, you can see Lord and Lady and the subjects. Them subjects are getting big, big, big. But let's see if we can get this out here. I did not do well. Let's reel it in and see if we can do a little better than that. Let's try my dominant hand instead of my other. I haven't done this in a long time, so. Okay, that's far enough. Let's see if there's anything over there. I'm on. Oh, and I'm not used to this. Keep some tension on him, or he'll go flying. Okay, cool. So, ta-da! Success! We gotta reel up our rig, but we got him. Look at there. Oh, he is hooked right in the eye. But I saved his eye. Cool. We're gonna get us a picture for the gram. By the way, if you're not following the gram, what are you doing? But we're gonna get us a quick picture for the gram, and then we'll throw him back. All right, guys, gram achieved. So let's throw him back. Tell him I'm coming, because I am. Ooh, he did us a little flip after he got in. But guys, we're gonna bait up, see if we can catch another one. Kind of over by the log. I'm on. Oh, guys, we might have a... Do we have, no, it's bluegill. I thought for a second we had a bass. Well, that's number 2. Well, guys, proof positive, it works. Let's get him off and throw him back. Put my can under my arm, or in this case, my bottle. All right, cool. So, number 2. See ya. And he swum right back where he was. Guys, I've got just a tiny amount of wormtail left. You know, just a tiny amount. So we're going to give that another shot and see if maybe we can convert that into another fish. I think they finally cleaned me. Guys, can you tell I've been doing this for a little bit? Because I'm starting to get to where I'm reasonably fast reeling. Almost reeled it plumb into my leg. But guys, let's get us another worm on. Let's try our luck to get real close. Gotta be quiet here though. I'm on. Number 3. We ain't catching no size today, but at least we're catching numbers. That's a little bit bigger than what I had been catching. It'd be a good bait fish. Tell him I'm coming. I dare you. Pitch him back in there away from my spot. Fix my worm and go back after it. I'm on. I think it's an extra little one though. Yeah, again, it would be great for bait. Like I say, we're not catching big ones, but we're at least catching something. And that's a lot better than many other people sitting at home talking to you. Get out and go have an adventure, and then tell me about it on Instagram or Facebook, or even in the comment section. But as for this adventure, it's over for him. He's back in the water. Let's get our bait fixed back and see if we can catch 1 or 2 more. Oh, I'm on. And that is a better than average bluegill. Better than I've been catching anyways. You just stay right there, sir. Wash you off a little bit. Alright guys, so I think that's fish 5. I'm starting to lose count, to be just honest. And that's probably our best fish. Still would be a nice enough fish for poor plain folks that are just fishing for fun. But I think with this one, we're going to call it a day. And we're going to go to the truck, talk a little bit. In the meantime, though, tell your mama I was here. Why did you swim back to shore, my guy? And I'm not even got like a rod tip to help flip you over. Do I have a stick? Can I get a stick? All right, let's see if we can flip this bluegill, turn him around and get him back on track. There you go. There he goes, safe and sound. Just needed a little bit of help. Let's head to the truck, talk about it. All right, guys, so that's this fishing mission over. So, guys, what did you think of our little hand line, can line, bottle fishing? What did you think of such a thing? Would you do it? Guys, this is a great technique if you're looking to pack super light, super small, and all you have to do to get it out there you throw it just like that. And that, let me just show you how far I throw it. So right here's the bottle. I'm gonna set it right next to the thing. My bobber's way over here. And that was not a big effort. You know, it wasn't like I was swinging or nothing. Oh, bother. My bottle fell into the truck. One moment. Okay, got my bottle, and I just reel it up just like this. All right, guys, we're getting our piece back up here. Now, guys, like I say, this is not going to replace a rod and reel, but this is light, portable. If you, instead of putting a hook on this, if you want to make up like 5 or 10 of these for like kids, they can just sit there with, you know, a 5-gallon bucket, set that 10 or 15 feet away and tell them first one gets it in the bucket gets a piece of candy or some kind of prize, or gets to go do something that they want to do, you know, go down the slide, whatever minor thing you'd want to put for kids. But this is pretty neat. Now, we'll tell you, we didn't catch any big fish. I wonder if a big fish might rip this out of my hand, but even if they did, you can see that ring is still in there, and it's kind of wrapped up where I've been doing the motion, but it ain't going nowhere. So even if they get away from you, you might be able to take a conventional rod and reel, catch the line, and then catch your fish back in. Or you could use this same setup if you wanted to use this for jug fishing. But guys, I think that's enough for this mission. Thank you so very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. Saying it twice, subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it means everything to me and the channel. We're pushing for 1,000 subscribers, and every one of you matters. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you somewhere in the woods or on the water.